Hello, hello, my beautiful water signs. My name's Trudy. I am your Portu Gypsy, and we are using a gift from one of your fellow water signs. I love you, Anna. I don't remember the name of the tarot deck, but it was given to me in the month of October. So it's got that Halloween-y dark type of feel. If you guys are hearing water running, well, it's because you're water signs. No, I'm doing laundry right now, so whoops. I gotta make the most of my time, and sometimes that includes multitasking and talking fast. Anyways, so I'm just shuffling the deck here. This is for water signs, right? So that includes Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and this applies for all the placements that you could possibly think of. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Lilith, like all the placements. If you have a water sign in any of your placements, this will resonate. Maybe not in the financial sector, maybe not in the romantic sector. You know, like depending which aspect you're ruled by a water sign is depending how this is going to resonate with you, perhaps not even at all. And so that being said, you're also welcome to cross-watch for the other signs should you have them in your placement, or just because you're nosy and you happen to know one of the other signs and you want to know about them. All right. One last announcement before, because I'm still shuffling it anyways. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe for the love of God, please. I need your subscription. And when you like and comment on the channel, it lets the algorithms on YouTube know that my content is relevant, so it will populate automatically for another fellow water sign who needs to hear the message. So do me a solid, do your fellow water signs a solid, and leave me a comment. That way we can share the love. Also, it lets me know. It lets me know how you're resonating with my messages. So I really do appreciate that. Besides the algorithm, like me as your reader, as a human, because I'm reading cards and I'm pulling energies from like the ethers and abstract. So it would be greatly, greatly appreciated for you to leave me a like and a comment. Not one or the other, both, baby, both. Take a moment. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't resonate, let me know what didn't resonate. But, you know, keep in mind that not everything in this reading is specifically for you. Sometimes it's an energy that's there that needs to be mentioned for your fellow air sign, water signs, air signs. Okay, so without further ado, we had a couple cards that jumped out, and I'm not going to ignore them. They were hanging out there waiting to be acknowledged. Waiting to be acknowledged by moi. Okay. So, the Eight of Pentacles. You know, and it's a tree that's being carved into, and lots of people like carving into trees, but actually it kills the tree. It kills the tree because they bleed their tree sap, although here it's a lot more dramatic. It's actual blood. And so this tree is dying. What a grim Eight of Pentacles. Normally the Eight of Pentacles is talking about feeling trapped. And in this case, the tree is trapped in that damaged skin, which will lead to its demise. So, in the book, it may be different. I'm not even looking at the book, but in my emotions, I'm feeling like counseling you to tell you to shed your skin so that you're not trapped or bound by this. There's always an option. You are not trapped. There's always a choice to be made. Okay? So, don't feel trapped. Don't feel stuck. Don't fall into the trap is in your head, baby. That's what's going on. The trap is in your head. It's an illusion of being trapped. Okay. And then within the illusion of being trapped, there's someone or a group of people that want to get together with you and enjoy a good time. Enjoy your company, perhaps have some drinks, maybe smoke. I don't know what tickles your pickle, maybe. I don't know, okay? But it's talking about it. It's talking about it. And specifically, it's 3 hands raising a glass, but it doesn't have to be 3. It could be 2, or it could be more than 3, too. And it's like, it's really hard for you to decide if you want to go or if you should stay. You know? I'm even hearing the song, should I stay or should I go now? Should I stay or should I go now? Because you feel like if you go, it's going to start trouble. And you feel like if you stay, you're just waiting for the inevitable trouble. You know? Has something to do with this too. The feeling trapped. And going out with this group of people doesn't necessarily mean that's your escape. Doesn't necessarily mean that that's the choice that I was talking about. You always have a choice, baby. Sometimes you have more than one. Okay, so I shuffled the cards again. I asked for your advice regarding this situation. The 7 of Pentacles. You know, and here it's a graveyard. But I'm going to go ahead and say that discretion is the greater part of valor. You don't need to be telling people what you have, what you don't have, what your plans are, what your next move is, your contacts, that you know someone. You don't need to tell them. You need to be practicing your Mexican judo. Do you know about Mexican judo? I'm gonna tell you. Mexican judo is talking about you don't know if I got a gun, you don't know if I got a knife. You don't need to know. Okay? You don't want to find out. So, seriously though, don't be telling people your business. Don't be telling people your plans. Don't overshare. Matter of fact, exercise the right to remain silent. Oh my gosh, maybe somebody's dealing with the police and they have to plead the 5th. But seriously, it is your right, not only legally, but to not reveal everything. You don't have to tell anybody anything. You're a grown-ass adult. You're a grown-up, and you don't need to be telling anybody, you know, this is my next move. For your information, FYI. No. You don't need to be participating to anybody, any of that stuff. So that's why your advice is such. All right, now let's ask something that you didn't know. But we need to know. Something you don't know that you need to know moving into the rest of December, you know, for the remaining part of the year. Ooh, Page of Cups. So there is, and remember this could play both ways, right? Like it doesn't have to be, it could play both ways or even somewhere in the middle. Take it how it resonates, right? So there's an energy of somebody who wants to make a romantic offer. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it feels filled with love, okay? It's a small offer. It's not a big grand gesture. It's a small offer, but it's filled with love, jam-packed with love, with true, authentic, unadulterated love, and unadulterated love. Okay, So this person could be young or immature or very youthful. They could be less evolved than where you are, or vice versa. You are less evolved than where they are. Wear the shoe where it fits, right? So the person making the offer is the less evolved one, or the person wanting to make the offer, because they might not even make the offer because they feel so insecure about their position in life, whether that's financially, whether that's education-wise, whether that's romance-wise, whatever it is, they feel like a little tiny baby energy compared to you, or like I said, vice versa. And so randomly also with this card, because we got in this deck, it's represented as the Jack in the Box. So I'm going to go ahead and take that, because this person really doesn't know how or when to approach a situation or what is a good time. So let's just call them the king or queen of inopportunity, because they know how to pick the worst moment. How about that part? And so this person is going to probably, in the worst possible timing, be like, pop goes the weasel, and like say something that you didn't expect. So there's an aspect here of take the message, but don't crucify the messenger. Okay. You know, and then this is right next to the high priestess. So it's like, you already know who I'm talking about. And my nose is itching. Archangel Michael agrees. Archangel Michael's here, by the way. So if you haven't called on Archangel Michael and you believe in angels, Archangel Michael is here to invite you to please call on him for guidance, protection, signs of confirmation, and Archangel Michael will be so happy to oblige. Just a little reminder. The best way to call on him is out loud, like Archangel Michael. Sometimes I can't find a parking spot, and it's really important that I find a parking spot right now. And so I'll be like, Archangel Michael, come around and help find things that can't be found. Like a parking spot. And I know this seems really mundane, but it works. Try it. Archangel Michael, come around and help find things that can't be found. So, back to the meaning of the card. This is you relying on your intuition, because your intuition is spot on. It's on point, baby. And also, the high priestess is classy. The high priestess is admired. She is not among the peasants. She is revered, and she is up with the priests. Okay? She's not just any priestess, and a priestess would be higher than the commoners. She is a high priestess. Okay? So this is huge, and this is talking about the royals coming to you for advice. So there's an aspect here of like, so many people turn to you for advice. So many people come to you because they look up to you. And you give advice. And you give solid ass advice. You don't just give any random advice. You give like really, really good, solid, unbiased, not sugar-coated, okay? You don't pussyfoot. You just give it raw, like it is. And she's carrying a scroll, which to me tells me that she's a scholar. She reads. Back in a time when women were not allowed to read or write. So she is very educated. She is of higher education. She is a high priestess. And the high priestess has a higher connotation than any other. You know, she's right up there with the Hierophant or the high priest. Okay? Rely on your intuition. Do not ignore the spiritual dimension of life. You are currently receiving messages from the ethers. You're receiving cosmic downloads. The sun has positioned itself in a way where it's actually forming a trine with Venus and Jupiter. And so this is big money energy, but it's also logical. And in addition to that, you are so connected. So dive into that, baby. Dive into that. That was your, what you're not seeing coming from left field advice. Okay? It didn't tell us what's like, who this person is. I don't really know. They could also be a water sign. It could be an aspect of you. So, this card was how to deal with that situation, okay? Now, I'm going to pull 2 more cards for your advice or your outcome for the month of December, and then we'll see each other again soon. Well, well, well. I hate to end a reading like this, but I can't lie. So, these 2 cards are telling me that you are waiting for like your Prince Charming, or you're waiting for someone special to come into your life and be the partnership. But everybody that surrounds you has left you cold, lost, loveless, and depleted. You've been stabbed in the back about 10 times. And so, sadly, in the romance sector, you're feeling alone. That's weird. If you are in a coupled situation, there's something from the past that you can't shake and your partner can't help you. And you feel terribly alone. And you even feel like you're putting a dagger in your own back. I'm getting that timeline too. Cold, lost, loveless, alone, afraid, isolated, lonely. Discouraged. There's so much that goes into this card. It's like in my opinion, this is one of the lowest cards in the deck, if not the lowest, right? So let's ask for the advice to how to get out of the situation. Obviously, once you've hit rock bottom, the only way is up. So it's going to be good news. I don't like to end the reading like this. I really don't. But, maybe this is a cycle that you need to close out in 2023. Yeah, the 7 of Swords. So, it's really reiterating that energy of not revealing everything. Those of you in a coupled situation, maybe it's a bad idea to talk about this or that. If you're in healing and they can't help you, why bring it up to them? Yeah, that's what it boils down to, is how much you reveal. Like, that should probably be the title of this reading, is like, you're revealing too much, the title of the reading, gosh, what should I name the reading? That's a good question. So, stop revealing so much. Be discreet. keep your plans to yourself. Keep your thoughts to yourself. All that. They don't need to know. Even if you are in a partnership with them, there's certain parts of you that they don't need to know about yet. Maybe later, maybe not. And that's okay. Don't feel guilty about it. It's not the right time. And you don't want to shoot yourself in the foot. You know what I mean? So, I know it sounded kind of grim, but it's a reality check and I gotta keep it real. So, alright, I need you to comment. I need you to comment. And if you want a private exchange of energies with me, follow the directions in the description box. It's a little downward facing triangle on that side. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you, my darlings. I love you so much. Love me back. Love yourself. Love everybody around you.